Good evening. It sure is nice to see you again. In this climate in which we find ourselves, I find now I'm knee deep in this mess. I could cry just thinking about you. Every line I write is something about you. Every guy I like looks something just like you. Every book I read I only read for you. Every art piece is just to remind you I don't know who I am with or without you, but I guess I'm about to find out. Hey, how much time do we have?
I think we have 3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see the opening last week? It was at, I don't remember the name of the gallery.
Was it in Soho, that new one?
Yes, that new one.
Yeah.
It was
I
with
was there, yeah.
Crystal
Langford. Yeah.
Crystal Langford. The Bluebirds.
Bluebirds.
Yeah, did you like it?
I thought it was a little bit cliche, honestly. Yeah.
I thought it was like really interesting, but I thought it was really interesting, but I got kind of confused by like the messaging with it, like the art.
Was that her boyfriend there too?
I think so.
Really?
Oh, I just was confused because
I couldn't really tell. He just looked so clingy.
I know, so clingy.
I know, but you could see it in the artwork.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you going to the show next week?
I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I'm kind of busy right now, you know.
I'm kind of busy too.
Aren't you busy? I know, just
We're
so
always busy
all the time.
God. This felt really good though. I'm glad we got to do this.
Yeah, me too.
I feel much better. Yeah. Hi, today we're going to talk about objects, the things you have in your house. I believe that your dustpan can and should be as beautiful as a piece of art on the wall, and we're going to talk about that. If you surround yourself with pieces that are all beautiful and things that have sentimental value, it'll make you feel really special, and you are special, so you should feel special. So let's talk through a few of these pieces. So this is a tie rack, tie bar. It's made of some kind of cheap wood and brass. This is something I got from my grandpa's house. You hang all your little ties on here, and I only have like 2 ties. I don't have this many. I maybe did in high school, but not anymore. But it brings me a lot of joy. It makes me happy because, one, I think it's kind of pretty. It's old. It's interesting. You don't see a lot of these. And it makes me think of my grandpa at a time when I wouldn't be thinking about my grandpa, when I'm just like putting on a tie. So that makes me happy. So next, I want to look at this little mug. So this little mug, I got at a little art sale with my mom. So every year after Thanksgiving, they have an art sale at the museum. And we would go and we would get the pieces that were made by the students. They're usually pretty inexpensive and really beautiful. So this little mug, what I think is so great about something like this is it alone looks like an art object. Like if that's on my shelf, that's beautiful to me. That makes me happy. And you can drink out of it? That is so fun. I love the lines, the veining. It's practical, but it's still really beautiful. And it makes me think of spending time with my mom, which is really fun. And lastly, I want to look at this. This is actually from the same art sale from after Thanksgiving. One, I think it's so pretty. It's a beautiful vase to put flowers in, or just to have on your shelf. But what I think is really fun to do with this is to use really beautiful objects in exciting or weird ways. I use this to store my pencils. You put a bunch of pencils in here, you put that on your desk. Try not to be happy. Try not to think of your mom at Thanksgiving. Try not to be happy. So, I encourage you with this segment to think about all the stuff in your house. Think about how everything can be special, can be beautiful, and can bring you a lot of joy. You may say, Blake, what about all the stuff that I have to have? I might throw it away. It's not something that's supposed to be beautiful. It's not something that's made to be beautiful. Not everything has a beautiful alternative for it. Well, to that I will say, try. Everything has options. Look around, think about it a little bit. So for example, a box of tissues. I want it to look right with my space. So think about what the pattern is. These all have patterns. Think about what colors you have in your room. Will it look nice? Maybe you get a little box, one of those little box things that you put on top of it. Maybe it goes in the closet, actually. You know, sometimes you have to put things away, and sometimes that's really special. To have things in closets, that makes me happy. That brings me joy. But think about the things that you wouldn't think about. Look at every single object in your house. It probably could be kind of beautiful. Something that is hard about this is not gonna happen overnight. Your grandpa's not just gonna die overnight and then you're gonna go to an art sale with your mom. That's not how this works. These are things that you collect over time. I mean, these things that I have across here, I've gotten over the last maybe 10 years. And sometimes you find things at a thrift store, sometimes you're given things. This is a very gradual process. So this is something that you don't need to rush into, but next time you go to the store and you need a new box of tissues, you need a new waste bin, think about it, look around, maybe do some research, go to a vintage store. I appreciate you spending your time with me looking at my beautiful things, and I encourage you to look around your own space and surround yourself with beautiful things. Thank you. I sometimes reflect on who I was and who I've become, and sometimes I cry. I think about who I was when I was 12 or 13 or even 17, and I'm in awe in a way. I really did become, in many ways, who I wanted to be. I wear the clothes I aspired to, the way I talk, the way I move, the friends I have. They are all in line with the kind of being that I wanted, but couldn't quite get to for a few different reasons. I'm proud of these things that maybe embarrassed me at the time. I like my voice, the ups and downs of it. The outfits I throw together now would have absolutely thrilled a younger me. Pants that are too tight or too wide or patterned, shirts buttoned to the top, shoes that are weird colors or have a small heel or a loud shoe. These things that make me me are things I'm proud of and are inherently me at this point. But to a younger me, they seem so far off, so scary to really take on these characteristics. Even now, I see a future version of myself that only sinks deeper into these things, that goes even further in the directions I've already begun to head. The hope is now that it isn't fear that holds them back. Maybe just time or circumstance or maybe money. How hard for a young person to confront that sort of a thing, to realize you want something, but to simultaneously be afraid or embarrassed by the thought of it. And thank God I was able to wade through this. I am hopeful, and I believe that this trend will continue, that I will be able to become more and more myself. Sing me a happy song about robins in spring, Sing me a happy song with a happy ending. Some cheerful roundelay about catching the ring. Sing happy. Sing me a sonnet all about rolling in gold. Some peppy melody about rainbows blending. Nothing with phrases saying you're out in the cold. Sing happy. Tell me tomorrow's gonna be peaches and cream. Assure me clouds are lined with a silver lining. Say how you realized an impossible dream. Sing me a happy song. Play me a madrigal about trips to the moon. Or some old ballad about 2 eyes shining. It can't be loud enough for a moment too soon. Sing happy. No need reminding me how it all fell apart. I need no lyrics singing of stormy weather. There's quite enough around me that's breaking my heart. Sing happy. Give me a hallelujah and get up and shout. Tell me the sun is shining around the corner. Whoever's interested in helping me out, please keep it happy. I'm only in the market for long, loud laughter. I'll let you serenade me till dawn comes along. Just make it a happy, keep it a happy song.